All right, we are coming up about a quarter past noon here on this Monday, and beautiful weather today. Right now, fairly light winds. We've got a mix of sun and clouds. No problem with Threat Tracker there again. This is one of our tools. Kind of let us know if we have weather coming in. Green's low, yellow moderate. The reason for that, showers, maybe a rumble of thunder as we head towards this evening. And a few of those storms could get a little feisty. We're not necessarily outlined for severe weather, but maybe some gusty winds and potentially a little bit of hail with some of that. So something we'll have to watch later this evening through the overnight. So, of course, Jim, John, and Jen will all be along a little later this afternoon with some of the latest information on that. Outside, though, early on, I get to bring the good news. Looking good, up to 61 on the latest update. We just jumped about 5 degrees out at the airport, and winds. Finally a break from that. Fairly light out of the south at 5 miles per hour. Look at these numbers. Some spots pushing 70 already. Elkhorn, last report there on the update, 69 out at Mission Park. Your neighborhood temp 67. Little cooler to the east. Again, Papillion, that's probably an old number at 55. You probably jump close to 60, up to 62 in La Vista. And again, just as fast as they can come through the computer. Council Bluffs also a little behind there at 57. Temperatures out that way, obviously closer to that 65 like we're seeing in Carter Lake. All right, as we expand this out, other spots also beginning to warm up, especially to our south and west. Cloud cover thickening a little there, but not hurting temps. In fact, you can see near 70 in Lincoln right now. Falls City also at 69. And then from parts of the metro north and east, it's a little bit cooler. Right now, Denison 54, Atlantic 55, but back to the west, you can see temperatures already in the mid-60s for places like Norfolk and Columbus. All right, in the Bluffs again, temperatures quickly warming up on the latest update there. Our street level mapping, some of the busy intersections, dry right now. It's kind of interesting what's going on with our visible satellite. And again, that's the satellite from outer space that works off the sunlight. You could see, kind of like our outside picture, just a few fair weather clouds. But we had fog this morning, and there's still some of that with the low clouds through our northeastern viewing counties. So as you go up through, say, parts of eastern Harrison County on up towards Denison and Carroll, Iowa, along Highway 20 there, lower clouds still a little thicker. And then we actually have thicker clouds that eventually produce showers out to the west. In fact, right now we're starting to see some of the rain show up over western parts of Nebraska. That's the front, that's the system that's going to bring our chance of showers, maybe a rumble of thunder later this evening through the overnight. And again, the timing on that, given it's overnight, would kind of limit the instability a little bit, but certainly something we'll have to watch. Maybe a couple isolated hail producers with that. So watch what happens as we put the maps into motion. There are the clouds kind of gradually thickening through this evening. Temps in the mid-70s. We'd have to get in the 80s to tie records. Don't think we'll be that warm. And then here's that shower and isolated thunderstorm chance. We could pop a stray shower, I think, after about 6 or 7 o'clock. I really think the more widespread shower chance is going to come probably after about 9 or 10 o'clock through the overnight. And yeah, marginal. We may have a couple of stronger storms, not a slight risk, but certainly indicating maybe an isolated strong storm with that chance. So partly sunny, 74. Threat tracker in the green through the daylight hours. I did elevate it in the yellow for tonight with the possibility of a shower or storm down to 48. And then cooler tomorrow. But keep in mind, normal highs for today are 50. Those numbers will come up through the rest of the week as normals, and our numbers actually come down. So we actually slip a little below normal. We'll just call it seasonably cool here as we head through the rest of the week. And then Friday into Saturday, maybe another chance of moisture, which we could actually use. Yeah. And then it looks like it warms back up a little bit later on next week. So kind of a cooler week. Today's by far the nicest day as far as temperatures go, but yeah, it's just typical mid to late March weather coming up here.
And we are still looking very good for March.
And a lot of people will be celebrating St. Patrick's Day. It's not bad, 50s there. Obviously, a lot of people will be inside watching the basketball tournament, which starts right here on Thursday morning.
Absolutely.
So,
all right, Ryan, thanks so much.